Good morning, students. So now we are going to continue with the last concluding part of the chapter, Footprints Without Feet. In the last video, we have learnt the way Griffin he revealed his true identity, an invisible man. After that, already they had sent for the constable. But without waiting for the constable, Mrs. Hall, she went to him to ask the questions. And the result of that step, what happened? He lost his temper, Griffin. He became furious and he revealed his identity. It means he removed his bandages, his whiskers, hat, glasses, his false nose, everything that he revealed. So in between, the constable Jaffer, what is the name of that constable? Jaffer, that he arrived at that place, and he was also quite surprised to see that the person to whom that he had to arrest, he was an invisible. It means he had to arrest a headless man. Quite surprised, Jaffer the constable. But one thing was there, this man, policeman, constable, he was not easily prevented from his duty, because once the magistrate ordered the arrest of a person, so at any cost the person had to be arrested. So he decided to arrest the invisible man. Right? So now when the policeman, when he was trying to get the hold of the invisible man, that time invisible man, he was when he was trying to escape, he was becoming more and more invisible. Because why was he becoming more and more invisible? One after another, that he was removing the clothes, and we know that when he was in the clothes, that time he was visible. Without clothes, that he was invisible. So to become invisible, that he started removing the clothes one after another, and he became more and more invisible. So now it was becoming impossible for the people, for Constable Jaffer, that to arrest the man. And what happened? Lastly, he threw off his shirt into the air. Last thing. In this way, he became completely invisible. Griffin. So now it almost became impossible for the people. People tried to help the policeman to arrest Griffin or that invisible person. But now, what he did as a result of that, when the people tried to hold him, the people themselves, they found themselves hit by blows. It means he hit them, the people who were trying to arrest him or trying to catch him. So after that, Jaffer the constable, he was also knocked by the invisible man. He became unconscious, and only one people that they were shouting, that they were crying, running here and there. Only one, in their excitement, in their cries, they were shouting. Only they were crying that hold him, but they were unable to hold the man because he was invisible. And lastly, the man, that he was able to get free. He freed himself from the clutches of the people and that policeman Jaffer, that he got free. So in this way, here is the end of this chapter. What is the end of this chapter? That he got free from the people plus that policeman Jaffer. So now, if we look at the theme of this chapter, right? It is a clear-cut theme. Griffin, that he was a scientist. He did a lot of effort, because if we read the novel of the Invisible Man, because this is the short part which is taken from his novel, The Invisible Man. Because he was a poor boy, and he himself was responsible for the death of his father because he had stolen the money which he was needed for the sake of invention for all these things. It means he was responsible for the death of his father from the very beginning. When he started inventing the things, when he invented such a formula that to become invisible, that time he did not use for the sake of humanity, peace, mankind. And you know that he misused the science on his invention. Who? Griffin, or the Invisible Man. He was a brilliant scientist, intelligent, no doubt at all. But he was a lawless person. Why? He was a selfish man. Because of his selfish purpose, his intention, what he did, that he set fire to the house of his own landlord. He was responsible for the death of his father. Another thing, that he robbed the people. He stolen the things. For example, just like a thief, that he entered into the stores or the different places, theatrical companies, and that he destroyed, that he stolen so many things. And plus, when he came to Epping, the village, he robbed the clergyman, his house, and plus that he beat the people, he made them wounded. So many things that he did. And he took, it means he misused the science, being an invisible, that he was able to do all these things. So here the writer wants to say that here we should not misuse the science for our power. We should use the power, we should use the knowledge. Being an intelligent man or the bright fellow, that he should have used his talent for the sake of society, community, or the people. But he had not done in this way. Only that he thought for his own purpose, that he wanted to become rich, he wanted to create the reign of terror. But we know that lastly, the end of this novel, not in this chapter, then in the end of this novel, that he had to make his death in a very different manner. He died at the end of this novel, not here in this chapter, but in the novel. The people they beaten him to death because of his all these things. So in this way, the writer wants to say that we should use our power, our talent only for the sake of people, society, community, mankind, peace. We should not disturb, because they disturb the society, people, the peace in his own selfish intention, right? So in this way, that we have discussed a lot about the summary of this chapter, the characters and the theme, including each and everything, right? So in this way, that here is the end of this chapter, right? Thank you and have a good day.